It's carburetor day in the shop. Today we're going to look at mid-body gaskets. Often overlooked, but very important.
This is pretty much the worst video ever made.
Napoleon, like anyone can even know that.
Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Today we're going to be working on a carburetor for a Yamaha 250, but pretty much any modern motocross or trail bikes, the competition 4-strokes, talking about the 400, 426, 450 Yamahas, the 250 Yamahas, 450s, 250s from Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, KTM, any one of them that runs a Keihin, however you pronounce it, FCR type carburetor, which is a flat slide. I can't remember what the CR means, but it stands for something. I am going to show you the mid body on it, which, like I said, it's an often overlooked part of rebuilding a carburetor, and the gaskets for that weren't available till, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, maybe longer than that, but they weren't available for quite a while, and a lot of people don't replace them. So let's get right into it here. Flat CR, FCR. And this is what they're going to look like. There's a few different variants, but you have FCR 37, 39, 41. There might be some other ones, but they all look very similar. And generally, you know, after you let your bike sit and the carburetor gets jammed up with all the good gunk, you're going to pull the float bowl off, clean everything out in there. But the mid body is what we're attacking today. We're going to do a full rebuild on this carburetor, but I'm going to pull the float bowl off and I'll show you what we're looking at in there. Float bowl removed, a little bit dirty, not too bad. And here we're looking at our float needles underneath there, main jet. I forget which one here is a pilot jet and intermediate jet, but we're going to pull all this stuff out and then we'll be able to see, well, maybe you can see it, but the lighting's not the best. I'll get out a light here for us and we'll be able to see how to get this mid body apart. Okay, we got the bottom stripped down pretty well, and now you can see inside of there is 1, 2, 3, 4 Torx head bits, and then these other two, there's one there and one there, right there, that are smaller. I don't know how well this is going to show up on the camera there, but these are called security Torx, so you need to get a special wrench to get those out. I'll show you what that looks like. These are security Torx wrenches, or whatever you want to call them, Allen keys. You can see they have a hole in the center, and these fasteners in here have a little dimple in the middle, so you won't be able to get those out unless you have one of these. And these happen to be T20, so I'm going to try to remove them. There's a better look at these screws, hopefully. Got them all out. And now we need to get these two center ones out, right there and right there. So this is another tool that you might not have, but you're going to have to pick up if you're going to do this. You need a T8 Torx driver to get those out. They're not security Torx or whatever you call those. I might be calling them the wrong thing. I've been known to do that. But these are T8. They look like an Allen head bolt, but they're not. And most of these look like they have a little bit of blue Loctite on it. So like I said, this is supposed to be sealed from the factory. This was not a thing that the carburetor manufacturer anticipated people would need to work on. That's why the gasket wasn't available until, like I said, I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But these carburetors have been around for over 25 years. All 6 of the retaining screws have been removed, so now the carburetor should split right on this line right here. It should, but it's been together for over 20 years. is starting to go. Just like anything that you work on, don't force it too much. Takes too much pressure to remove something, you're probably doing something wrong. There we go. Oh, here, see if we can get this on the video here. See that? Right there, that gasket. That's probably why we're having some starting issues, running issues. This gasket is just completely wasted. So there are a couple gaskets on here. Got this entire one that goes around, and then there's one here and one here, and they all look in very bad shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape all this gasket out of here, clean this up really well. Yeah, there's just gunk in here, and then I'll show you the new gasket set. I forgot to show you the two smaller black screws is what removes this center part right here. And as you can see, that gasket is well cooked as well. So I started cleaning this up. Just thought I'd show you that. We're going to continue cleaning these up, and then I'll show you what the new gaskets, what that is supposed to look like. So we got this thing pretty well cleaned up here. Blow through every passage you can with either carburetor cleaner, compressed air if you have it. Make sure all the passages are clear. Clean everything as good as you possibly can. And then you're going to want to make sure that you pick up this kit here. This one actually comes with a wrench, so that's kind of nice, and some new bolts. I'm going to continue working on the rest of the carburetor, doing pretty much replacing everything. Accelerator pump, all the gaskets, the jets if they match. But as soon as I get that stuff done, we'll go back to just doing the mid-body. I've replaced a whole bunch of parts in the carburetor already here, so let's put the mid-body back together. Here's what your gaskets are supposed to look like, not that gooey mess. So it's pretty straightforward as to where they go. You can see this one here goes on there. I actually have it upside down. So we'll gently place that one on here with one hand while I'm trying to film stuff. It's more fun than you think it is, folks. These little square ones go around there, and then that one goes onto this centerpiece. So I'll get these all positioned and we'll put her back together. Check that out. That's what it's supposed to look like. I'm gonna put this on first. This kit that I bought actually comes with replacement screws. And like I said, this one does come with a Security Torx driver, but for whatever reason, the replacement screws they give you are regular Allen head. And this is an all balls racing kit, 261512. It may not fit your vehicle, but it does fit this one. So make sure you get the right kit. There's several different ones. Like I said, there's different versions of the FCR carburetor. Sometimes these gaskets sit in the package a little bit crooked, so it might be a little bit of a pain to try to get everything to line up. So you can set it in the sun, let it warm up. What I generally like to do is I'll take the gasket and I'll kind of stretch it out a little bit if it feels like it's too small. If it's too big, that's another problem. You could also try just a little tiny bit of gasket sealant in the corners and stuff. But we're pretty close to lined up. As you can see, right here it's standing up a little bit, but it should just touch right down into that. I might put a little bit of grease in there just to hold that down. But what I've found doing these, the best way to do it is to hold this like it is, you know, like it is, and lower this onto, lower the carb body onto it. So it's a little bit tricky. So take your time, be careful. Make sure you're lined up the correct way. You can't put it in backwards. And then also this needle will sometimes hold up. You got to get that right into the center hole there. I'll try to get this on video. We'll see how good of a angle I can get on it while I'm working, and try not to curse on camera. The old grease from 1990 something. Just a little bit on there. Just holding it down in places. Helps a lot. Let's try this out. Don't forget the accelerator pump rod on the side here too. There we go. Not that bad. And I already have my screws set up here in the tools. There's one kind of in. Try to get that one started. And then I'll do the opposite corner and then get all four of them. And there you go. Mid-body gaskets have been removed and replaced. Carburetor is mostly back in one piece. We just got to put the float and the needle, the pivot, the bowl, and maybe I'll throw the carburetor in and I'll show you starting this thing. We'll cross our fingers. This bike's been hard to start. The last mid-body that I did, the bike seemed to be running okay for the guy. He had let it sit a bit and there was some junk in the carb. But after I did the mid-body, I had to turn the idle. Here's your idle adjust. I had to turn that way down. It had been degrading over the years and the bike was still running okay, but just a little bit of leakage here and there adds up. You know, you turn the idle screw just a touch. Several months down the year, you have to turn it a touch more. So I'm crossing my fingers this thing's going to be running really good. I put the bike back together and thought I was videoing, but I went back here and I wasn't. But let me tell you, I had to kick it 15-20 times when it finally started. Yeah, once again, like I said, the idle was turned way up. That's probably why it was hard to start. Once I turned it down, starting easier. But I took it up and down the driveway, kind of got it a little bit warmed up. So hot start is usually harder than cold start. Try an immediate restart. Whew. Almost. Hot start. No, hot start does not help. I adjusted the idle air or fuel, whatever you want to call it, the fuel screw on the carburetor. It's right up in here. It's kind of hard to, right up in there. Everything's hot. I had set that at 2.5 turns out. Turned it in about a turn. Whew, man, I'm getting sweaty. But there you have it, mid-body, FCR carburetor, gasket remove, replace. Still have a little bit of tuning to do probably on this bike, but we're getting there. But there you have it. Whew. Hopefully yours will start a little bit easier. But like I said, don't be surprised that if you have to adjust your idle out quite a bit. All right, if you are enjoying my content, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you are not already a subscriber, please consider doing so. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure. Adios.